All right, so that was just my family size pre-made mashed potatoes, and I am just lining my 13x9 pan with those delicious mashed potatoes. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you could obviously make homemade mashed potatoes, but I really love the Bob Evans pre-made stuff. I've been eating it since I was a kid, and I am in love with it. All right, so get a nice smooth layer. Doesn't need to be perfect, just make sure every corner is covered. Ooh, it looks so good. Now I have some popcorn chicken, and instead of popping this in the freezer when I got home from the store, I popped it in the fridge so they wouldn't be frozen for this dish because we don't need it to cook that long. So essentially I put it in the fridge to thaw. And we're gonna use that whole bag. I just use the Kroger brand because it's just as good. All right, and I like that all those little crummies got in there. We're gonna just spread out our popcorn chicken from edge to edge, just like we did with the mashed potatoes. Now, if you are a fan of KFC, you are gonna love this dish. This is like a family version of everyone's favorite KFC meal. Now I'm coming in with 2 cans of corn. Gotta have that corn. And we are just gonna put that right on top of our popcorn chicken. We are layering this all up in our pan. Woo, beautiful. Get our veggies in there and our protein, a nice little starch. This is a full dinner, you guys. Just get that corn nice and flat. We are almost done here. It's so quick. It's only 5 ingredients and it's delicious. Our 4th ingredient is gonna be some Colby Jack cheese. I'm just gonna go ahead and spread that cheese, sprinkle it right on top of that corn. You can use a cheddar cheese if you prefer, whatever cheese you like, but I think Colby Jack is probably my favorite cheese in the whole world, so that's why I went with it today. Ooh, how's that looking?
Ooh, that looks great.
All right, got the mashed potatoes, the chicken, the corn, the cheese. I am happy. Okay, and you know what? If you don't want to use the pre-made mashed potatoes, you could also use tater tots. I've done this with tater tots as the bottom layer, and it is just as good. Okay, that looks like a nice layer. We used about half of this bag. Now for the final ingredient, and probably the best ingredient, we got our gravy. I'm using the beef gravy, but you can use whatever gravy you like. And we're just gonna do a nice little drizzle on top of that cheese. Ooh, yeah, this is looking good, you guys. We are making the KFC Famous Bowl family style. You could even make some homemade gravy if that's your style. Everything could be made homemade if you really try. All right, that is ready. Let's go ahead and look at those layers. We have the mashed potatoes, the chicken, the corn, the cheese, the gravy. My oven is set to 350 and we're gonna cook this for like 35 minutes. All right, you guys, look at that. Dinner is ready. Oh, looks so good. Okay, let's go ahead and get our plate and our fork. And we are going to dig in. Incredible! Get all of that goodness on our plate. Okay, let's try our KFC inspired dinner. The chicken, the gravy, the corn. That looks so good. That is so good, you guys. Ooh.